What's up everybody, it's Sean here and I'm very excited to give you guys my review of the Air Jordan 12 Retro in this playoff colorway. Today's video is brought to you by the good people from Sole Savvy. Sole Savvy is a membership-based community of like-minded, passionate sneakerheads. And within Sole Savvy, they give you the resources, the tools, and the information you need to be able to grab your shoes for retail. So I've been a paying member of Sole Savvy for years now, pretty much since they began. And for someone like myself who has such a busy schedule, the thing I love most about being in Sole Savvy, it gives me that one-stop shop to give me all the information I need so I know exactly what's releasing, where, and when. And being a member of Sole Savvy, there's also additional perks like a member store where they sell shoes only for retail, training sessions to keep you up to speed for big sneaker releases, and most recently they introduced something called Sole Savvy Assist. So this is a Chrome plugin where it autofills your information, your credit card, all that stuff, and basically all that's left for you to do on the website is to click checkout. So if you guys are interested to learn more and potentially join Sole Savvy, be sure to check out that link down below in the description box. So this in my hand is the Air Jordan 12 Playoff, and it might be the single most important shoe in my entire collection. Why, you ask? Well, pretty much this is the shoe that kickstarted my entire passion for sneakers. You see, back as a kid in elementary school, my aunt's boyfriend gifted me a pair of the originals from 1997, and I undeadstocked them for my elementary school basketball tournament. So I don't own a pair of those OGs anymore. I eventually gifted them to a friend of mine when my feet outgrew the size, but I did manage to keep the OG box, which is somewhere in my parents' house. So anyways, this shoe is nicknamed the Playoff 12s because it's a shoe that Michael Jordan predominantly wore during the 1997 NBA playoffs en route to his 5th NBA championship. And while they released in 1997, the last retro was 10 years ago in 2012. But they're set to re-release here in Canada on Saturday, February 19th, and there's going to be a wider US release sometime in March. So this pair retails for a price of $200 US or 260 Canadian dollars, and the colorway for this shoe is black, white, and varsity red. So first off, here's a quick look at the box, and this comes in this OG inspired box, which to my memory pretty much looks identical to the OGs. So we have this natural color on the top with this black colored Jumpman, the outer edge of the lid is done in this orangey red finish, and we have this black bottom. As for the shoes themselves, so diving straight into the details, the majority of the upper is constructed out of a tumbled black colored leather. Overlaid on the bottom of the sides, we have this overlay of this lizard print leather, which is done in this white color. In the midfoot, we have the silver overlay with Jumpman branding, and on the medial side we have the same construction, but the white colored leather overlay is much smaller in comparison. For the eyelets, so the second and the third eyelet from the top, this is constructed out of this TPU finish, and it's painted in this metallic silver color, and we have the Jumpman logo in the center. And then underneath this, the majority of the upper of the shoe, this is again constructed in that tumbled black leather. We have this radial style stitch pattern that runs across the entire shoe, and then stitched down the center of the heel, we have this black colored nylon pull tab with Jordan branding in the bottom in white and this red square Jumpman branding at the top. And underneath this, on the midsole itself, we have the number 23, which is done in this red color. For the laces, these come with only one pair of laces, and they're your standard rope style lace done in this black colored finish. Underneath this, the tongue is predominantly constructed out of that same tumbled black leather. And embroidered in the center, we have 2-3 branding in white. And on the top of the tongue, staying true to the OG look, we have this red colored Jumpman logo embroidered in the middle. Moving on to the insoles, these come with your standard polyurethane foam lined insole. It's finished with this black colored fabric on top, and we have the Jumpman logo stamped on the heel in red. So the upper of the Jordan 12 sits atop this Phylon foam midsole. The midsole is predominantly painted in white, and we have this reptile print texture on the forefoot. On the back heel, this is painted in black, which matches the color of the upper of the shoe. And encased within the midsole but not visible to the eye, we have a full-length Zoom Air unit for cushioning and impact protection. And fun fact, the Jordan 12 was the first signature Air Jordan shoe to incorporate Zoom Air cushioning. Flipping the shoe over to the bottom, here we have your classic Jordan 12 outsole. So this is constructed out of this white colored rubber. We have these herringbone style traction pods on the forefoot and the heel done in this black color, and we have the Jumpman logo on the top and the number 23 with a small hit of red. And visible underneath the outsole, we have these slits which reveal the carbon fiber shank plate, which is underneath the sole, which helps with torsional rigidity and midfoot support. So that breaks down the look and the construction of these Playoff 12s. Pretty much from my memory, it's very close to the OGs, but I don't own a pair of those anymore, so I can't really give you guys a head-to-head comparison. But just from an eye test, I'm pretty happy with the overall look of this shoe. In terms of sizing, so if you guys are wondering how these fit, so I'm a true size 10, slightly on the wider side, and I feel like if you like more of a snug one-to-one fit, you can go a half size down, which in my case is a 9.5. If you have really wide feet or if you just prefer more of a roomy fit, you can also stick true to size as well, no problems. So it really comes down to your personal preference on how you like your shoes to fit. Next up, in terms of the comfort, so the Jordan 12 is a very heavy shoe. With that said though, with the Zoom Air underneath the foot, you really feel that responsiveness and the cushioning straight out of the box. However, the upper is a little bit stiff, so it definitely needs some break-in time. But in my past experience, the more you wear the Jordan 12, the more they soften up, the more they form to your feet, and the more comfortable they are. Last but not least, in terms of the overall quality and the craftsmanship on this shoe, so first off, material quality, I thought it was a bit of a mixed bag. This black tumbled leather that they use, it felt pretty decent. It wasn't the best quality leather I've ever seen on Jordan before, but I wouldn't say it was bad either. But in contrast, the white leather overlays felt much more synthetic. They had much more of a stiff and plastic-like feel to them, so that was a little bit disappointing. But in terms of the overall build and the craftsmanship, I didn't really notice any major flaws on my pair at all. I didn't notice too many glue stains or anything like that, and the stitch job was pretty solid as well. So in that respect, it was a pretty solid retro. So with all that out of the way now, let's toss on these playoff 12s and I'll show you guys how these look. When they first announced they were bringing back the playoff 12s, I was safe to say very excited. It feels great to finally add these back to the collection, and I think these will sell pretty well on release date. There's a lot of OG heads that love this colorway, and being that it's been 10 years, a whole decade since these last released, I'm sure a lot of people are very eager and very hungry to add these to their collection. So let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think about this Air Jordan 12 playoffs. What are your overall thoughts on this colorway? How do you rank these among all the original Jordan 12 colorways? For me, this one's gotta be my first, and I'll probably put the Bread or the Flu Games at number 2. And then for number 3, it's probably the Taxis, but it might be a bit of a toss-up. If you guys like this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel if you haven't yet. Your love and your support really helps me push more and more content out there. So thank you for everyone that likes, thank you for everyone that comments, and of course, thank you to everyone that subscribes. You can also follow me on Instagram as well at esco8. You can check me out on my Twitter account at sean.go and visit my website at seango.ca. So until next time, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this review. Good luck to anyone that's planning on copying these on release date, and I'll catch you guys all in the next video.